Well, let's now cross to another Queensland guest and someone who will be joining us more often from now on. The wonderfully theatrical, articulate, opinionated and eminently sensible commentator, Daisy Cousens. Daisy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Fred, for having me, and thank you for that absolutely fabulous introduction. You are too kind.
Well, the first of many, I think, because for many years you have been a regular on Sky News Australia, which, without going into too much detail, is no longer the case, which fortunately frees you up to spend more time on ADH, where your own brilliantly entertaining videos about pop culture have been appearing since last year. So now, for the benefit of the viewers who haven't been following you lately or, aren't that immersed in pop culture, tell us about how you fell into this world of common sense commentary, Daisy.
Oh, well, it's quite a story. I mean, I think I've always been naturally conservative. Like ever since I was a teenager, I sort of was very much an individualist, a bit contrarian. I didn't like group projects at school and, all of that kind of stuff. I've always been fiscally conservative. But as a lot of people do, they have sort of more socially liberal views when they're younger. What's the saying? If you're not a socialist at 20, you don't have a heart, but if you're still a socialist at 40, you don't have a brain. It's that whole thing. But I think in my mid-20s, I had a little bit of an existential crisis, as one does, and so I turned to writing more. And I've always been interested in politics, because I think if you're interested in people, you're going to be interested in politics. And inevitably, I fell into writing about politics. I started working at Quadrant magazine. I was the editorial assistant there. Absolutely love that place. From there, I was introduced to the Spectator, of course, with the impeccable Rowan Dean at the helm. And, of course, the wonderful Alexandra Marshall now. Absolutely love her.
We're all colleagues here, yes.
Absolutely. Yep. We love them. We love them so much. And then I fell into television, funnily enough, because the producers of Q&A of all programs came across a couple of my articles in late 2016, just after Trump had won the election, and they invited me to come on the show. This terrified me, as it was my very, very first experience of live panel television, was in fact Q&A in early 2017, and it was filmed in Melbourne in front of an audience of very angry millennial SJWs who was sitting in the front row staring at me with raging hatred when I said that I was a Trump supporter. But I got through the evening, Fred, and from then on I moved into Sky News, where I've had an absolutely wonderful time. I started my YouTube channel, and fast forward to 2023, a new chapter begins for me at ADH, and I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, we're very excited about it too.